Okay. I think we're back. I think we're good. Let's see how loud I am compared to the music real quick. Do 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 do. Put this over here. Okay. We should be good to go. We can close Unity. We don't need that right now. Test, test, test. I'm a little quiet. We're going to move this over here. Hopefully that will change things. I'm still under the weather today. The boy's not feeling great either. We both slept in. So we're gonna try to do the stream early here. We're gonna get this done, and then I can go to bed. It'll be great. Let's see what I got on the docket today. This button. Da-dum, da-dum. Oh, I think today's gonna be a cartoons and sleep day. It's gonna be pretty good. I haven't had one of those in a while. And I need to drink a bajillion gallons of water. That's my plan. That's my plan. We're gonna do some crayon rugby here. Get things going. I haven't drawn a puppet rugby in a while. I should do that. Puppet rugby is fun. Rugby used to have fangs, and I just stopped drawing them on him. I don't know why. He looks cuter without them, I suppose. Less menacing, maybe. I wonder if we can make rugby look even derpier. That would be pretty fun. Just make his nose, make his mouth look right up here. Now it looks like he's got a mustache. Wah 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 wah. Wah rugby. Body, my whole body hurts. All right, let's get into this. I didn't draw a crab yet. We gotta draw a crab. Every day we gotta draw a crab. Crabs exist on little planes like this, and they go like this, and they go eyeballs. I wonder if we could do like a really forward-facing crab, like a lobster. We could do like a lobster. That'd be kind of fun. I got the multiplayer working yesterday, but I worked something up so that it still basically it loads 2 levels in, and I don't know why it does that. So as soon as the game starts, both players of multiplayer are playing their own version of the game with both characters, and that's not ideal. So I gotta figure that out. Something's it's not syncing correct. It's just stuck on local content. So here's what it is. A little lobster. Lobster's kind of fun. Oh, I like that shape. I like that shape with the little eyes. Everything about this is just simplifying over and over and over again. I made a little scorpion. That's kind of fun. Doing all right, kid? He's good. He's got crackers. He's got cheese. Yeah. He's got a little chair. Happy boy. Happy boy. Cool. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started so I can go to sleep. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Dun, da, 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 da. Ooh, I like that shape. Okie dokie. It is the viewer suggestion. If you've not suggested something this week, please let me know. We'll add it to the list for you. Right now, I just need to do these last 6 we got, so we'll go from there. I rolled an 8. I should really be rolling a d6. Let's roll a d6. A crown of thorns, starfish lich. All right. See what a crown of thorns look like. Well, that's a lot of Jesus pictures. Starfish. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we do the starfish or do we do the character? That's the question. That is the question. We're gonna need some purple. They have so many limbs. I bet we could just do like a Starro thing. Ooh, that's a weird question and I don't like. Okay, so liches basically are getting rid of their body, right? Like they no longer are connected to the physical plane. No, that's not right. That's not right. Their souls aren't tethered, so their bodies decay, but they just keep living. So if you have something like a starfish or a troll that can regenerate indefinitely, and they become a lich, doesn't that mean that when their body reconstitutes, it would just be fine? And they would just be alive again? It's like double immortality. That's kind of weird. Which stands to reason. Can elves become liches? Ooh. I guess they would still get killed. And then they would just reconstitute. Well. Oh, I lost my glass. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Gotta drink my orange fizzy drink today. Get all amped up for tomorrow. Gotta play D&D. Oh, I added some fun stuff so I can do this now, which is kind of great. Make the bird really freak out. Did I set up the stream right? I hope I did. I've turned off the mid ads because I'm sick of them. So if you guys get a mid-roll ad, please let me know. And if you feel like supporting the channel, throw $1 at me. Why not? I mean, unless you can't afford it, then don't do it. But do something like that. I kind of want to give this thing like, what would make a starfish look like a lich? Should I give it bones? Should I go fish bones? Or should I just make it like ethereal? We're just gonna make it weird and ghost-like. Something like that. You good? Hey. Kid, I like you reading books, but you gotta be careful with that book. Yeah, you got a book. What is that? A pear? A banana? Orange? Socks? What's this? Is that a hat? Looks like a hat. And a hat. Good job. I don't want you staring at the TV like that, kid. No. Get some more green in here. We'll give it some weird ghostly stuff. This looks cool, but it doesn't really feel lichy to me. Should we give it a cloak? Then again, maybe it doesn't need to feel like really lichy. I know what we're gonna do. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna move this, oops, over here. And then we're gonna give it a flaming skull. As you do. I should be doing this on a lower layer. I am sitting really funny. What if that's why my neck hurts? Ba 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 ba. Okay, let's just fill this in real quick. Where's Druid when I need him? I don't need Druid. But I like Druid's input on color. I'm doing a very Druid drawing right now. I like drawing skulls. It's fun. Gary, welcome in. GG, welcome in as well. Animated leash? I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be a jellyfish or a starfish. A starfish that is a lich. What if we do that and we change some of this? I like enjoying extra arms on this starfish, or you have extra arms? Nope, I don't like that. I like the skull. I do think the skull was the right way to go. But I think we need to make this like extra lichy now. Maybe we'll give it bright red eyes. So that was a typo. You enjoyed drawing extra arms. Gotcha. That does make more sense. Should add more arms though. A few more just like ethereal ones in the background. Really make this look weird. Okay, I think that's about what we're gonna get. Whoops, wrong button. Make this a little smaller. I want to get that like right in the middle. There we go. Move, close. That's so cute. Well, it's a weird concept, but there we go. We got a thing going on. Taylor, not so fun fact, brittle stars like that one can swim fast. That is terrifying, and I don't like that, but that's okay. We talked a little bit last time about like spiders just being terrifying, especially if their webs make noise. But like, I also don't like the idea that like, starfish and urchins and other things like that like have to like they just creepy crawl up to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can like, but if you're a you know, a clam or a, I don't know, anything else, coral. Universe is mean, man. That's all I got. Universe is a messed up place. Basket stars, harmless. Spooky looking. I can look that up real quick. Oh yeah, that's terrifying. That's actually super cool looking. I'm gonna put that in Discord. I really like this idea, but I'm not happy with it. I don't know what I did wrong here. Maybe this should just be below. And then this can be... What if I adjust the... I'm spending too much time on this. We should switch to the next one. But let's play with this a little bit. All hail Glorbo. Flaming skulls need to be more everywhere. Pathfinder, D&D, more flaming skulls. That's all I'm saying.
I would disagree. Need to get rid of them.
No, more. Always more. Tomorrow's dungeon, 100% flaming skulls.
I would leave. I would just like, nope. I'm done with flaming skulls.
Gotta go.
They're bullshit.
Gotta go. Welcome in.
Hi.
Okay, I think I'm done with this. We'll just float that up there. That'll make no sense. No sense to anybody. How'd the day go? How did the day go yesterday?
Don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. Long snout clingfish. Sorcerer casting through his mouth. Okay. So many fish today. I don't know what's going on.
I blame Norwin. Everyone now assumes that you're the fish person.
I mean, that's okay, though. I can draw fish. I thought about doing that for a while. I had a teacher that did that professionally, and I dug his work. What the hell is long snout clingfish? Apparently there's some weird cryptid SCP? SCP? SCP. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. Fish are cool? Yeah, that's fair.
This is what I got.
I used to have pencil fish. When I was younger, I used to have pencil fish. Those don't have a tail. Their whole body, they're like eels. Those look pretty dope, though.
Say, it has a little tail.
Are you considering the little yellow fish's tail?
I mean, that's what it is, though.
So it's like a wiener dog. Wiener dog with a tiny tail, not a snake with a big body tail.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's all perceptive, man. I do like his little tiny mouth. Meh. That's pretty funny.
I was gonna say there's a large number of fish, quote unquote fish, that have small tails compared to like their bodies.
Sure, but this one is like it just kind of does it start at before the white line ends or after the white line ends? That's my
So
question.
what I consider the tail is from that yellow spot
Mm-hmm.
past it.
Okay, yeah, so it is just a little tiny flip at the end.
Yep.
Okay.
And the things on top and bottom are fins.
I could buy that. I think that's a reasonable. Bless you. I like that the white stripe goes through its eye. I think that's pretty cool. Nature is super weird. Is that so? Yeah. Every now and again, the boy will have like a brief moment of like audio clarity. So last night I was playing games and I gave him a snack and I'm like, "Is that good?" And he's like, "Very good." I was just like, "Holy crap!" And then I tried to make him say it again. He's just like, "No, that was it. That was the one time."
Another example, not the same type of fish, but like fishes that have really small tails.
Okay.
The arapaima.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think this one's a much more of a noodle boy than the arapaima, but they do have the same body type.
Definitely more noodle.
Yeah. I could definitely see those. It's like a pit bull and a wiener dog.
Yep. It's I can't remember the category of fish because I don't think it's a lobe fin because that's the coelacanths.
Yeah. Do you think its butt's supposed to look like an eyeball?
Maybe it's like which end's the head and which end's the tail type deal.
Which I always found really funny because it's like for animals that do that, it's like, oh, so it's that fish is swimming backwards. That's not weird at all. I had a professor in college who I used to say like, "Oh, fish are real dumb," and he's like, "No, they're not. We like to pretend that they are." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're actually really smart." And then that kind of stuff. They're just very animalistic. Like they don't. I need to find the words real quick because my brain is shut off. They don't have a lot of higher reasoning, but they are intelligent, which I think a lot of people are just like, oh, goldfish have a 3-second memory. It's like, no, goldfish live in a bowl, and their life is really boring.
Yep.
You can train goldfish
and they're also
to do
probably
things.
heavily inbred.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah,
Fish to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, fish don't have like the level of pain receptors I think we do. Like
Also
they
a lie.
don't. Also a lie.
Also a lie. Yeah. They might not feel pain the same way, but it's
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't feel pain, but like it's different.
there's a lot of weird misconceptions about fish that are just kind of I'm trying to remember exactly what this guy said because I don't want to like misquote him. But
Maybe he was wrong. I don't know.
maybe he was wrong. He could be wrong. He was a biology professor, so who knows? But I mean, mind you, this guy was like an avid fisherman and like just loved fish in general, but did a lot of his research on fish as well. And he's like, yeah, no, fish are do feel pain, and like you have to respect them as creatures because they are. I think what he was saying was that a lot of people It's the same thing with like crabs, right? It's like, oh, crabs don't feel pain, so it's okay to just throw them in boiling water. It's like, no, you should really, just really do something about that. Like, there's a lot of misconceptions like that I think were generated to make people feel better about things. So, fish are much simpler. Fish are much simpler. Much simpler species. So the complexity of their reality is different. Got a little...
I think the reason people kind of freak out about how big goldfish get is because they forget that goldfish are a type of carp.
Yeah. Fish, especially goldfish, have indiscriminate growth.
Yep.
So,
and because we keep them in small aquariums, they won't ever get super big.
Yep.
Also, they die really easy because humans suck at taking care of fish.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say it.
That is the truth. What was this guy supposed to be? A sorcerer? Sorcerer casting through his mouth. Yes, okay. Bubbles.
Wait, let me actually look that up. I may have misspoke.
That people are bad at taking care of fish?
No. That about goldfish. Being related to carp.
No, I think they are. Hi, Bri. How are you doing today? There's also a few different kinds of goldfish, though.
Well, you'll be surprised that I think there aren't. I think there's just been selective breeding of them that have created ridiculous goldfish.
Okay. Prussian carp. Yep, they're a Prussian carp.
Yep. Because
okay, there are lots of different variations of goldfish, but they are all based off of the Prussian carp.
Yep.
Eurasian carp. Oh, there's a different one. Okay. Goldfish have a strong associative learning ability, which allows them, as well as social learning and a visual acuity, allowing them to distinguish between individual humans. There you go.
Yep.
Don't be mean to goldfish. They'll remember.
Also, don't release your damn goldfish into the local rivers or ponds or lakes, people.
Unless you want to fish them.
They'll wreak destruction, like any carp. I've seen videos of like massive schools of goldfish like swarming, and like it's terrifying.
My cousin and I had a private pond that was shared between like 3 or 4 houses.
Mm-hmm.
I said that weird. My cousin had a pond.
You had a co-op pond.
Yeah, it was basically a co-op pond. It was just on his property and a few other neighbor properties. One of the guys decided to try to put fish in it, and the fish went like weirdly feral, and they would attack you, and it was really strange.
Okay. What kind of fish were they?
I do not know. We looked it up. We tried to figure it out. Some kind of weird mutant Idaho fish. They didn't hurt or anything. Wow. But they tried to bite you. So who knows?
Weird.
Yep. Just welcome in.
But yeah, all the different like weird, funky shapes of goldfish are all just like essentially like dog breeds of goldfish. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy, like, considering, like, the weird bug-eyed ones, or, like, the ones with the puffy bubble cheeks. I was like, that ain't natural.
No, well, technically those are mutations.
Yeah.
And they're not good mutations. They are.
Yeah.
They're tumorous.
And they're mutations that they're like, oh, we like these, we're going to continue to breed these things. And just like, please don't.
People need to stop breeding animals. That's the problem.
Yep. Or like the lion head ones where like you have to like sometimes like perform surgery on them, but like because the little fleshy head growths will like cover their eyes, they can't see. I'm just like,
did I send you and or you send me the samurai crab video?
I don't know any samurai crab.
So there's a type of crab that looks like looks almost identical to a samurai mask. It's really really weird.
I don't think I've seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it was a SciShow thing or something, and they were talking about it because they're like the theory goes that that people thought that dead samurais would come back to life as these crabs, or like their spirit would reincarnate as these crabs, and so the people threw them back, and so they just selectively bred crabs that looked like samurai faces because they didn't get caught. But then they were like, except that would have happened way too fast, and it probably isn't true. And it's like, that's weird. It's weird. It's one of those times where science.
So they're called hekegani in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it's creepy how weird they look.
They're like only found in like a small area too. Called Dannaora, which is like in one like kind of weird like historical dramas of Japan called the Tale of Heike. So there was this big massive like naval battle in Japan's history, and the Heike clan, a lot of them would like decide to like unalive themselves instead of being caught or killed by the enemy. Okay. So they would like jump into the ocean like with weights on them,
turn into crabs.
And and they said they would find crabs with like angry samurai faces on the backs of them. And they literally do look like a angry Oni face.
Yeah, they do. It's really weird.
They are an enemy in one of the DLCs for Neo 2.
Oh, I bet. Fireball. Okay. That is my weird fish. We'll just put him over here somewhere. We're making an aquarium today, apparently. I have turned off mid-roll ads, so if people get a mid-roll ad, please tell me. And if you feel like you want to throw $5 at me, do so. Cobalt Paladin Lawson. Oh, I already did that one. I did all of these, actually.
I was going to say, you only had like 12 suggestions.
A lizard folk wildfire druid with his tomato frog pet on his shoulder. Tomato frog, is that a type of frog?
I think so.
It must be.
It's probably wildfire a red frog.
I just realized I've been covering up the YouTube chat with fish pictures. It's crazy how large goldfish get when they're out in the wild. Please, carve such protection. Barracuda are scarier than sharks in my eyes. Barracudas are mean, yeah. But they won't insta-kill you, so that's like, there's a difference there. Does look like a tomato.
Oh. So I looked more into like the origin of their shell pattern.
Okay.
It was popular. There was a guy in the 50s who suggested, but it was really popularized by Carl Sagan in his popular science TV shows. As like example of like unintended artificial selection.
Yeah.
However, this other scientist pointed out like people in the area don't eat these crabs.
Yep. Yep. That's the video I
And
saw.
so there was just like, oh, we don't eat these. Let's throw them back anyways. It had nothing to do with the face. Just
Yep.
like, they ain't tasty crabs.
So is it a cosmic coincidence?
Most
Or
likely.
maybe the souls actually came back.
Yep. Maybe they're actually yokai.
Yep. What's the boy doing? Oh, he's just curled up on the couch. That looks comfy. Yeah? Meh.
But yeah, apparently it's just an example of where you see like a face in a object when there's not really a face there.
Jesus toast.
Yep. Jesus on cows. That weird face on Mars.
Mm-hmm. Did you get any ads yet, Corvus?
No.
Okay, good. YouTube like did this thing where they flipped everything kind of weird. So now I can no longer turn off ads. I just have to like tell them I don't want automated ads played. It's really weird. I'm not really sure what they're doing.
Trying to make money.
Yep, that's fair. They're just trying to make money, which I get that. I'm just gonna paint this lizard man the frog colors. Jordan, welcome in. Human male wears a beanie with porcupine quills. Put it on the list. Oh, Boise. I need to drink way more water.
Drink your water. I need healing.
What's up?
I said I need healing.
I need healing. Yeah, put it on the list for you, Jordan. Looking for an OMYG build that summons yokai and Pathfinder. You can do that. There's a few options actually.
I was gonna say they did sort of make an option for an EOG, but like you don't really summon a lot of creatures. You kind of have a single familiar that can do a bunch of crazy stuff. It's called the Familiar Sage.
Is that like the what's the one you're playing right now?
The Animist?
Animus, yeah, because the Animus can summon spirits, but I guess they don't physically summon them, do they?
Yeah.
They just embody them.
Because they can't be attacked. They're like, we don't want you to have to deal with, like, someone attacking your apparition.
They're not Pokemon.
Yeah. But honestly, like, the Animist would be a pretty good class for that.
Whoa there, kid.
Because you could definitely get the vibes for it.
Yeah. And you could always... I think the Animus gets a few spell castings, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
So you could easily
they
take...
also can get a familiar, too.
Yeah. I would say, like, I think go Animist, and then when you summon... you could use something like summon monster or whatever that was called. I just called summon. You just summon the actual spirit that you are controlling, or a version of it. Mm-hmm. That could be kind of a fun way to do it. Yeah, man.
There wasn't a on the OG archetype in 1E. I think it was for the spiritualist or the medium. I think it was spiritualist.
Whoa there, kid. Sorry, everybody.
So I should be around tomorrow because it's supposed to be raining and stuff.
Okay, so. That's good. I thought he was aggressively typing. No, he's just banging on a lid.
See if I can put this in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have access to put things in chat, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, Wildfire Druid. What else can we add to this guy to make him look more wildfire-y? Cowboy hat?
It's a druid, so I don't know. Burning twigs. A burning twig crown.
Antlers? Is that what you're saying?
I said like a crown of burning twigs or something. I don't know.
Burning twigs is not bad. Burning crown sounds pretty dope.
Very Hellboy-esque though.
It's true. I have no problem with that. He's not a dragonborn, so I can't give him like dragon horns. But I can give him burning branches. Why do we get lots of ice pops at your house, Nana, but not when we're at home? Well, Nana's house, everybody gets what they want.
Ooh, new Wayne Reynolds art.
What's he doing now?
It's for one of the new Magic the Gathering sets that's coming out.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Lorwyn Eclipse, it's called the Mutable Explorer. It's a shapeshifter.
It's a shapeshifter? Okay, I was going to ask if it was a boggart or a shapeshifter.
It does, because they already have like its card out. It's changeling, so this card is every creature type.
Yep.
When this creature enters, create a tapped Mutavault token. It's a land with quote tap, add the weird mana symbol, which is like a gray diamond symbol,
Colorless. Okay.
and I guess +1 mana. This token becomes a 2/2 creature. So you just create like another I don't know, it's weird.
And this token becomes a 2 creature.
So it's
That's
like
weird.
a land and yeah, it's weird. So it's like a land token and a creature token at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well,
least
no,
what
I
you
guess
create.
it's a land token that can become a creature.
Oh yeah, if you paid the mana.
Which is funny because you could tap it to get the mana and then pay the mana to turn it into
Yep.
a tapped creature. Flaming Wreath Necklace? Oh, that would have been good. Lamont, welcome in. Sorry. My brain is all over the place. Drawn a Wildfire Druid. Yep. Taylor got it. Should we give the little frog antlers too? Why not? Should the frog be on fire? That's the real question.
I mean, it probably would be, since it'll probably be their wildfire spirit.
There we go. Do you ever get paid for your drawings? Yeah, well, sometimes we do commissions. I do commissions as my day job.
Mm-hmm.
This is where, right now, what we're doing is people can suggest characters, and then we do quick sketches of them for the viewer suggestion. So if you have a character you'd like to see drawn that fits the D&D narrative character, one sentence, not a mimic, not fan art, you're welcome to suggest it. Yep. And then I'll put it on the list. If you want to get a commission, you're very welcome to check out the Discord. I have all my prices listed there, as well as some examples of the work I've done, the type of work I do. Also check out my Instagram. I don't check the Instagram as much as I should, but you can also message me there. Fire Croaker, yeah. There's a fire ferret in the avatar. What are the other fire animals? I don't know if there are. I guess it's not actually on fire, is it? It's just a red ferret.
Yep, it's like a red panda ferret.
Yeah, you're right.
Though in Pathfinder there are fire otters or lava otters, whichever.
I did draw some lava otters. That was fun.
And recently, like this past Wednesday, they added an amber fox the little firefox.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say made out of rock. Why do we do no mimics? Because people abuse it. That's about it.
Yep. It's
People-
a long story.
People can't be trusted.
Yep.
People can't be trusted to suggest mimics. I need to roll below a 3.
Also, only one character. Like
Yeah,
you
singular
can't,
character.
it's just like a scene.
That one kind of broke the rule with the frog, but the frog was small, so I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Hunter, human male, beanie, decorated porcupine quills, denim overalls, boots, and a rifle and a hatchet. Okay. So we're drawing a porcupine. Porcupine hillbilly.
I'm sure we have some porcupines here.
Hunter isn't a heritage, though.
Well, didn't they say human?
Did it say human? Maybe I didn't pay attention. Yes, you are correct.
Oh yeah. Wednesday, I don't remember what we were talking about, but you brought up like a wax figure or something like that. I don't know if that rings a bell.
Loth's little minions are little wax demons.
Yeah, yeah.
They are called Yugthol? Yugthol? Define hillbilly? I don't want to do that. That's just asking for trouble.
Me, I am hillbilly.
I was once described by a patron of my family as, not myself personally, the family, as a Idaho mountain hillbilly. So I don't feel too bad about it. You would need proof of that. How many toes you got? I shouldn't say that. I know people with webbed toes. Get me in trouble.
But yeah, with the wax thing, it's funny because like the week before, I was like, it'd be kind of cool to play like a wax person.
Oh yeah.
I was like, how would you play that? It's like, I guess a puppet could work,
Yeah.
or like maybe one of those Yaoguais, but like be a candle Yaoguai.
That would be fun too. Yeah, you could just be like a tiefling or a yuckful. See if I can find a picture. YOCHLOL. I really hate the. I'll try to find something on Google, and it will like correct my spelling because I'm like, I don't know how to spell this, so I'll just type in my best guess, and it's like, here's the word, and then I try to type that back into Google, and like the search pops up and covers up the word. It's like, dang it.
It looks like earwax. Not gonna lie.
What's that?
It looks like earwax.
It does. They're not candles. They're
Yeah.
weird waxy spider goo. Fear of fire, cotton threads, healing spell components.
Yatsus has 4 forms available to them: ooze, humanoid, spider, and gaseous. They're visually akin to ropers with 8 writhing, powerful tentacles and a pillar-like main body.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Loth is.
Like, why wouldn't she not have spider demons?
Yeah, yeah. Like they can turn into spider demons, but like, what's with the wax? I just don't get it. I think the like the way it was written in the book is the priests of Loth would light a candle, and then the demon would kind of like talk through it. So I kind of wonder if that's was the base concept. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's weird.
I jumped into the Discord and it wouldn't let me click on anything from my phone. You need to go to the where is it?
Welcome rules and roles.
Yeah, and then select your roles that you want to use, whether that's art or YouTube videos, etc., etc. I think you need to click on the art one. Would you be playing as a wax figure? I don't see why you couldn't do that. I don't think it's anything weird. Would that count as an elemental because it's made up purely of an element? A wax elemental? You could do that, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if elemental would be correct, but probably more like a golem.
That's an interesting distinction. Because, like... I was just watching something and thinking about this. They just Pathfinder just added a bunch of different elemental things, right? You have like elemental wood, elemental metal, elemental rust. Like there's no reason not to have elementals of those things. Whereas a golem is a construct.
It's a construct.
It's a construct, yeah, with magic pushed into it to make it animate. So like, I honestly don't know if there is that much of a difference in the two, except an elemental would be like a naturally occurring one, a naturally occurring golem. Because you can make a fire golem kind of the same way.
I think the big difference is a golem, when it's like quote unquote killed, it breaks, and like you just have to like recreate it or rebuild it, while an elemental will like reform or die.
Yeah,
so elementals tend to be intelligent, golems are not.
See, I don't know if that's true across all forms though. Like but that could also
Maybe
be
like
different like D&D versus like WoW versus like other things like that too.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea that elementals are more primal. They don't really have higher thought processes. But then you have things like the mephits and the scamps or whatever you call them, which are more intelligent. And still elemental.
And genies. Genies are elementals.
Yeah, that's a good way. Like intelligent elementals might be more akin to a genie than, say, just like a straight fire elemental. I don't know. I think that's a lot of cool, debatable stuff that you can kind of play with in your own game. Just figure out what you want to do. But I think stat-wise, you're right. I think elementals do have intelligence because they do have languages, like they speak the elemental language of their element.
But some obviously are not going to be like hyper intelligent, but like intelligent enough where they can like communicate.
Yeah, more intelligent than like a bear.
Yeah. But like, I don't think golems have like any intelligence whatsoever.
I think that would make more sense. I think you could go that route too. Like that's where the Warforged are technically constructs, but I don't know. But they somehow God, I can't talk today. Surpass golems, right? Like a Warforged is a intelligent golem type creature.
Yeah, and that's mostly due to the setting that they come out of, where they were like created through the Soul Forge.
I think maybe another thing we should look at is the term construct. Because like, maybe a construct is all columns are constructs, but not all constructs are golems. And I'd like going back to being very specific now. If we're saying golem the way golems are supposed to be, golems usually were very unilateral in what they were supposed to do. Like, I'm creating this for a singular purpose. Do that, right? And that's the only thing it could do. That was all of its brain power, was just like, I do the thing. Do. So, like, that is going to always be different than just like an intelligent construct or an elemental in nature. Because elements are living creatures. Golems are not. Or golems are computer programs.
Yeah, because I think unless proven otherwise, I think all. Uh, Never mind. I was gonna say I think all constructs are mindless, but there are a few automatons that have minds.
Yeah.
But
Because
a
you also
good
have the.
majority of constructs are mindless creatures,
Mhm.
and all golems for sure are mindless.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way to look at it. Because like the other thing to look at is like autognomes can be somewhat intelligent and can be a playable thing. Like
Hmm.
puppets are technically constructs, but I don't know if they're still looked at that way in Pathfinder.
Uh,
Because
I think they were only invented in Pathfinder 2e.
yeah, but I'm saying like I don't think they're looked at the same way as like other constructs are. Because I think
Yeah,
they have the construct trait, but they have souls. They're souled creatures, so
yeah.
a little different.
They are a humanoid construct.
Humanoid construct, yeah.
So, because I don't know about what about androids? They're probably sold.
I think they have
Well,
some of
they're
the
not in constructs.
What are they?
They don't count. They don't. Weirdly enough, androids don't count as constructs.
Interesting. That's cool.
So I guess they are born androids.
Okay. We've moved into the replicant argument, which I'm okay for. I think that's fine.
But yeah,
At what point
and
does something become indistinguishable from a human?
yeah,
How big is a hatch?
and then
Is there a limit on how big a hatch it can be?
I think it has to be handheld, like one-handed,
One-handed.
handheld, fairly light. Like I don't think it can be over 5 pounds. Yeah, I think it has to be under 5 pounds.
5 pounds is a lot for any
Yeah,
one-handed thing.
a like a 5 pound axe is a splitting
Yeah,
axe.
I was gonna say like a 5 pound maul is a
Like
smaller maul, but it's still a maul.
yeah, so like it definitely has to be smaller than that. So
Sure.
like I don't know, maybe heaviest 2 pounds.
I could get by with that. All right, give me one second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back.
Found it called Cursed Toys. Oh, what are we talking about? Could be wrong, but I did see a video by Rook showing a similar creature added it. Poppet? Yeah, I've made a Poppet video.
Yeah.
Would you consider commission work for magic items in D&D? Yeah, I've done that a few times. Actually, I've done quite a few of those now that I think about it. Just depends on what you want. If you want like card-sized things, or if you want to do something more akin to like, just like pencil sketches. I've done that before too. Like you find it in a book. Yeah, I've done all kinds of stuff with items.
Take a look. It's in a book.
It's cursed items and stuff. Nope, that doesn't match. We'll figure it out. Barbarian Bear with a Viking helmet? Yeah, that was the... Constable McMurderfluff is great. He's my Poppet Ranger.
Just relegating people to death with spears and javelins.
I do think either something changed in the remaster, or I just played it wrong the first time. But yeah, there's some shit.
What do you mean?
On there. I just think my damage was a little higher than it should have been. So I feel like I must have done something wrong, or I just got a lot of really good rolls. I just got some really good rolls.
I think you must have got really good rolls, because
critting with gravity weapons, pretty great.
Yeah. So you're technically not supposed to double gravity weapons damage.
Yeah, it's just additional dice, which I think might have been what I had been doing. But I think I was using Foundry, so like I don't think I could have.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have rolled it wrong. But I still felt like I did a lot of damage. I guess we're level 10 too, aren't we? And everyone else we've been playing with Rangers is like level 3 or 4. That could also be why.
We were like level 10 when you made Murder Floof.
Has anyone been playing Dispatch? My YouTube feed is just filled with it.
Friend has been, but I haven't touched it.
Seems pretty good. Another very like narrative heavy game system, which I think people are craving. You know, I think Diablo gave it to them for a little while. Now people just want more deep narrative.
Mm-hmm. Because I definitely think there are plenty of games where it's like pretty action heavy.
Sure.
But like,
I mean, Helldivers has been going on for a long time now.
Yeah. And like Hades 2 came out, and Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah. I still keep forgetting to play Hades 2. What kind of tattoo should this guy have?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Dispatch the Band. Dispatch the Band is great. I listened to them yesterday or so. That being said, I can really only... Like, The General, I think, is the only song I could actually name of theirs. So I don't listen to them too much. Oh, more of my playlists. Strange how I got so many more hours in a $25 game than a $70 or $80 one. Really just need to play Hollow Knight and Silksong. Yeah. You know, that tends to be the case too. Like, I think the games I've spent the most time in recently, Helldivers for sure, which was a full price game. But I've also been playing a lot of other just like random indie games for like $5 or $6. And like, yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's good to find those games that don't break the bank and you get lots and lots of time out of. Okay. I think we've only got one suggestion left, so I'm gonna try to finish this up real quick. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I was trying to get the hatchet in there somewhere, but not digging it. Not digging the vibe. Kind of want to put it like down here. Let's just put it down here. I can't get the color. I lost the color I was using. This one? More red than yellow. There we go. Reminds you of your uncle. Don't remember seeing anything about it not working. Is it only fresh water? Wait, hold on a second. Still want to do a gremlin pirate. Just always threatening to jump in the water and is a nuclear option. Actually, yeah, how would that work? Is it like amount of water that causes gremlins to replicate, or is it instances of water? Because like, if they jump in the ocean, does that clone them once? And then does the one that got cloned immediately clone another one? Or is it just one instance of water causing the duplicate and then they have to get out of the water before it happens again? These are the things my brain does. So, yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, everybody. I can't breathe right now. My nose is stuffed up. What's up, kiddo? What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. You ready for lunch? Trying to get comfy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you gotta stretch it out. Where'd your blanket go? What happened to your blanket? Right there, kid. Oh, Ruth. Oh, Ruth. Hey, will you eat some of this, please? Can you take a drink of water? How about a piece of pizza? Some pizza? The movie, I think, is always filtered water. Would holy water work? That's a good question. I don't think gremlins are alignment bound, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. I've lost my pen. Where did I put my pen?
The kids stole it.
Possibly. Is it on the floor? No. Yep, it is on the floor. Okay. All right, I don't know what I'm doing with this guy, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Porcupine hat. Looks like he's wearing a butcher's apron. A Galoma wielding a forward curved sword? What's a forward curved sword?
A forward curved sword.
I guess.
Hang
Does
on.
the flavor invalidate more flavors? I mean, with the weirdness of the gremlins being able to shift into stuff, I assume if you pour different things on them, they turn into different things. I had to Google what a butterscotch pie might look like. That sounds weird.
Hang on.
Do you use like butterscotch jello? Pudding? Butterscotch pudding? Genetically unstable. This is a Mountain Dew one. Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you. I'm not from the U.S. I do love butterscotch pudding. I haven't had that in years. Is genetic instability a curse? Or butterscotch pie?
Yes.
Da, 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 da. The Galoma definitely don't get enough love.
Yeah.
But they are
I really
pretty
think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I just said they were pretty weird.
Yeah. I think they need to do like a Lost Omens book for all the weird ancestries.
Sure.
But they don't get enough love. I mean, like, the Gnolls got some love in Player Core 2, but, like, they're about the only one. Because they came out in the same book that the Galoma and Konrasu did, and now they have a decent amount of feats to them.
Yeah, I do think that was really bad on them to, like, release so many things with basically one build line.
Yeah. Because, like, I really hope they, like, add stuff for the Shisk, the Konrasu,
Yeah.
Flesh Warps. They don't have a lot of stuff.
You feel like Flesh Warped would have, like, the most options.
Yeah. Like, they got, like, a few feats in Impossible Lands, but, like, that was it. Like, I think it was just, like, 3.
They both sound problematic, yeah. I thought of a really good curse this morning for my players, and I can't remember what it was. Shoot. Oh. No, it wasn't my idea. Someone sent me the video. It might have been you or Brian, I can't remember. Of the Goblin Curse. Curse of Glitter.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I don't think I sent it. I think you sent it to me.
Someone else might have sent it to me then.
Yeah. I definitely saw that before. I sent the one about the Fae and the DMV.
Yeah. I think like 3 or 4 people sent me that video that day. It was really funny.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's funny when that happens and like so many people like see the same thing and immediately think of me. It's like, yep, that's how it works. Uh-oh. Found the popcorn popper. I've heard of it, but not said. I think it was the same creator. I'm a little lost. What are we talking about? Oh, the Punky Doodles thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
The glitter ball? Yeah. You just subscribed, by the way. I love your style. Thank you. Thank you, Lucid. Lucid Opaque, that's a cool name. Goblin Curse? Yeah, it was a Punky Doodles animation of, I think Zach Speaks Giant, right?
Yeah.
Soundbite of him reading Reddit posts. So it's got some it's got some dubious origins, but the idea is that the best way to make a Chaos Goblin is to give them a jar of glitter and just it's a curse that no one can ever get rid of. Once you open the jar, there's no going back.
Open it far away from here.
Open it far away from here. Oops.
Oops, all goblins.
After watching that, I was thinking it'd be really funny to like either find a shop of curses, shop sells cursed items, or just have someone open a vault full of cursed items, and one of them is just a jar of glitter. It's like, that would be funny, but someone might take it and use it.
The most devastating curse of all.
Yeah.
A jar of glitter.
For those of you that don't know what the Goloma is, they're weird space horses that have gotten so good at running, they're damn near invisible, and they have a billion eyes.
They're not invisible.
They can
run.
They have bonuses to like stealth, I think, right? Maybe I'm mixing that up with something else.
No.
Hold on, what am I thinking of?
They're also not space horses. Everything says they're from the normal Pathfinder world.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch my own video. It's been far too long.
I was gonna say, you may have been just making up stuff.
Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
Because they don't have a lot of stuff about them.
They're basically like hyper perceptive. That's the big thing.
Yeah. They're scaredy cats.
Yeah. I thought they had some benefit to like stealth because of that. Vision, normal. Well, this is not accurate.
Yeah, they have like things like they can't be flanked or snuck up on, but that was kind of like it.
Eyes in the back, yeah.
Yeah. Like they get like a +2 circumstance bonus, which that's pretty high for level 5. 2 perception checks applied as initiative rolls.
See the unseen. You cannot be flanked. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
While you're adjacent to an undetectable creature of your level or lower, it is instead only hidden from you, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thought they had something about like, maybe it is just because they're so good at running. Or like not like as prey animals, I just thought they were good at stealthing, but they're not. They're just good at being aware, ambush awareness.
Yeah.
You know.
They basically made a ancestry that is a prey animal, and like took all the anxiety of being a prey animal and made it a person.
If your initiative roll is tied with that of an opponent, you go first, regardless of whether you roll the perception or not. What Pathfinder player race are you? We're talking about the Goloma, and I'm drawing a Goloma right now.
Yep.
I mean, Pathfinder world is somewhere in space. Yeah, for some reason I thought they were from Starfighter for some reason.
They're from the Mwangi Expanse.
That's right. They feel like Space Horses. Oh, I think I wanted to go Space Horse because of
Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, yeah. Space Horse Thor.
But yeah, they're just kind of like built around like vision and perception, which is an interesting take.
Not too many creatures get true sight. Like, it's pretty dope. You gain the effects of the level 6 True Seeing spell.
Yeah, and they're only level 17 feet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Galoma lore. There you go. You can get proficiency with stealth and survival. That's all it is. I really thought that had something better.
Yeah. Yeah, no. All the lures are just like ways of getting extra skills.
Yeah.
Though some of them are kind of interesting. I think, what's it, Yaguai lore? It's kind of interesting. There's like a little fig tree about it.
Did this have a class? I don't know if it did. It just had a sword. The antelope horse. Surreal, welcome in. What's up, kid? You want some water? Okay. There you go. Oh, that was a lot, real fast. That's all I needed, okay. That's splooshed. The blade goes back, right?
Forward.
That's an interesting take. Is the blade on the inside or the outside?
The cutting edge is on the inside of the curve.
That's weird.
Super historical.
It's like a hook sword.
Yeah. But not like super hooky, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like kukris are forward curving swords or blades.
So should this be pointed away from him? Glitter.
The point, yes.
Got it.
Because the one I shared is a falx, which was like used for splitting apart Roman shields.
Oh, interesting.
And helmets. So much so that like the Roman military had to like improvise their armor on the fly to make it resistant to being sheared through.
Gotcha. I think Jim Butcher added that into his book.
Probably.
That's funny. Tricking me into learning Roman history without actually making me learn Roman history.
Yeah, there's like a number of different swords that kind of like had forward curving blades. Obviously, it's still rare compared to the more conventional like curved sword, like a scimitar or whatever.
Kid, are you actually getting bored? Should we do something else? It is time for lunch for him, so. Learning history and folklores is a fun rabbit hole, especially when it comes to drawing and storytelling. Yeah, I agree. War scythes are basically long curved spears since they reorient the blade. Yeah.
Yep. So think of a normal scythe blade and bend it forward. Or like
they look like this, right? Instead of instead of like hooking down, they actually they go out. Might have to wait a second for that.
This is war safe.
Yeah. Okay. +1 Barashe, yeah. Pole arms and war hammers are my favorite martial weapons. Lucerne hammers are pretty cool. Lucerne hammers are pretty cool. Got a spike on top.
I rolled a hit. I choose the sender. Thanks, jump rope. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm a big spear fan. I like spears. I like glaives. I'm not as big a fan of glaives or halberds, but a good spear or a lance is pretty neat.
But they're so boring looking.
Yeah. I like boring stuff. That's why I like long swords too. They're cool.
I like the fancy shit.
Did you see the fencer's kit or the fancy shit?
The fancy shit.
Okay, that's fine.
I get fancy shit is harder to draw. I understand that aspect. But like,
no, I mean like in all honesty, like when I give my character a sword, I give them like the most basic of stuff. Like,
yeah,
I want pointy and simple. You don't gotta go Frostborn, you know. Frostborn is bananas. It's just like a billion different things happening.
I mean, that's pushing it. I like, when I mean fancy stuff, I mean like a longsword that would have like a fancy handguard. Like,
basket, if you will.
No, not really a basket, but just like sometimes like longsword hilts were made to look like tree branches.
Okay.
And like stuff like that, or actually, I love rapiers.
Just making funny about getting into armor one popped rivet at a time. Oh yeah, just like plinking at him. Anime ruined the fancy shit. The fancy shit has rarely been practical in history. I mean, I think bleach is the way to do it, right? You have all these crazy fancy things, but then like the simpler stuff is the most powerful.
I don't know if I would agree with that per se.
No,
like obviously oversized weapons are ludicrous and everything like that, but like,
sorry, I'm just saying in bleach specifically.
Yeah.
The simpler and like cleaner something looks, the more powerful it was.
But like in history, like people liked fancy stuff. Like this, someone like this researcher who researches armor kind of like opened my eyes to like get rid of the idea of quote unquote parade armor. Like, it's still armor. It's still functioning armor.
Okay.
It's just been. It's not like been made out of lesser material or whatever. It's just been ornamented more because you had the money to. And
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Welcome, Druid.
And so like parade armor or jousting armor. Like jousting armor is actually more protective than normal military armor.
Because it's built like very specifically purposeful, right? Like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It has to be the best of the best because you're going to joust and then melee in it.
Yeah, and you don't want to die.
Mm-hmm. Tin, yeah, that is the. I decided to put a glowy skull around it to see what happens. That's how I made it a lich. How are you doing, Druid?
I'm okay.
Because like we found plenty of like very ornamented armor, like suits of armor we see in museums has actually been cleaned of all the like ornamentation during the Victorian period. So like, but few elements of like bluing still show through on some of them, and so it's like it's kind of out there as like more like plate armor was actually probably more black and blue than it was just pure white silver.
I think the other part about that like maybe not even worrying about it being fancy, but just like the rarity of it, right? Like most people got shitty armor if they were lucky and a stick. So if you see some guy with like full up plate armor, like you're gonna have a bad time.
But again, those things don't survive.
Yeah.
They are either repurposed or melted down to make other stuff.
Swords to plowshares.
Yeah.
Hello. You want some water? Okay, there you go.
So I'm glad you're allowed, Jared.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Been a
I
while.
am too. I'm starting to do better. My body is starting to put itself back together again.
Got your cracker.
That's good.
But I think, yeah, I do think that I know the researcher you're talking about because I saw
Toby.
something. Yeah, I think I saw the exact same thing, and they were talking about how, like, obviously the king's life is too important to risk them on the battlefield, so the king's armor, whatever they were wearing, never saw combat probably, but like generals and stuff would tend to have probably relatively ornate armor, and that shows a great deal of wear and tear, suggesting they actually saw combat.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And also, like, the bluing thing made tons of sense to me because metallurgically, bluing is an iron oxide layer that does not progress and does not degrade the armor and prevents rust. So,
Yep. So like there were probably a lot more quote unquote black knights than like knights in shining armor.
yeah.
Which is really interesting. But also, Frostmourne is a shitty sword. I hate it. Like, it's a dumb sword. It's more of a mace than a sword. Even then, it's still too heavy to be a mace.
I cannot type.
I mean, neither can I. I still like hunt and peck. I am not a young person that didn't grow up with having a computer in my life.
Normally pretty good, but this afternoon.
What is a lich that was starved of souls and becomes a floating skull? Is it
A
called a
demi-lich?
grand lich? There's a meteor lich in Starfinder. Or is that
That's pretty cool.
crap? Which one is that? It might be in D&D version, not Starfinder.
Spelljammer?
Spelljammers, yeah.
I
If
keep
you're
wanting to say Space Jammer.
If you're talking about in D&D specifically, the lich that is a skull encrusted in gemstones, I believe that is a demi-lich, and it's generally considered to be like the next strongest iteration of a lich.
Which is interesting that
Next up or next down?
Next up,
Yeah.
demi-liches are stronger than normal liches.
Shouldn't a demi-lich be a weaker lich? That'd be a
What
semi-witch.
That's what I would have thought, but I didn't. Don't ask me. I didn't write the bestiary.
Yeah. Half.
because if me and Drew did it, a lot of things would be different.
Yep. Truth.
Yeah. A demigod is a partial god or an inferior god. Why would a demi-lich be a bigger lich?
It might be a different demi from a different lingual tradition. Yeah, I don't know, Twin B. Don't ask me.
Despite the name, a demi-lich is not a lesser lich, but rather a lich who has evolved beyond the need of having its undead body.
All right. Because it's half a lich. Doesn't have a body anymore. Got it.
Yep, it is just a floating skull stuffed with gemstones.
It's susceptible to vorpal weapons.
Is it?
Right. Everything is. What's not?
Well, generally things that don't have a head aren't. And if it's just a head, what are you vorpaling the head off of?
That's a good question, actually. Why do demi-lich have the power to stop people's spells? Because they're mostly magic, I think, is the idea. Yeah, they have immunity to magic.
They're very they're like evolved liches, basically. They also have true sight.
Yeah. So there's a
So maybe
lich
all liches.
type that basically decided, I'm just going to go explore the universe and float it off into space.
Mm-hmm.
And they've become like floating magical comets. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, that's something I might do if I were a lich in D&D.
Just peace out. Peace out for a few millennia.
Yeah. You know
I mean,
what?
there are
People are weird. I'm gonna go and see what else is out there. Maybe I'll find something better.
I know in Starfinder, there's like a whole undead planet, so that's not super weird.
Oh yeah.
Eox or something like that. And obviously, like, the interstellar Pharasman church is like very upset with them, but they can't do anything about them.
Hello, my god is pissed off at your whole planet.
Yep. Because they are technically part of like their version of the Federation called the Pact Worlds.
Okay.
And so like they can't like do anything with them officially. But probably unofficially. They're probably a little like wage secret wars. Oh god, that's horrifying.
Well, I've run out of things to draw, so I'm gonna go get a piece of pizza, and I'll be right back.
Cool.
There's an Eldritch Lich.
Eldritch Lich?
Would that be a lich who used a different ritual prescribed from a different deity?
Beyond the stars, the great old ones whisper promises of reality, defying knowledge, and world-bending power. When a wizard or warlock hears these whispers and listens too intently, they may set foot onto a twisting path before becoming a Eldritch Lich. So, basically a Lich who has become a Lich under the influence of a great old one.
Nice.
Like Cthulhu, or Dindar, the Night Serpent.
Where did my pen go again?
Whereas, wouldn't that be a down step? I mean, it kind of depends. If you were only a level 2 wizard when it happened to you, probably not.
That is kind of the thing that I think a lot of people miss. Like, you can be a very low-level lich. Or a very high-level lich. Like, both of those things exist.
Yeah, it really kind of depends on how much help you have, right? And which canon lichdom you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because lichdom is just a process. Like, it's not technically linked to yourself. Like, it's the closest you can come to becoming a god without gaining divine power.
Yeah.
Like, a lich wouldn't necessarily have
That's why it's a level 12 archetype in Pathfinder.
All you're doing is ascending your physical body.
Yep.
Through magical means. That is terrifying, Corvus.
Or you're to the point where you no longer care about what your body does.
Yeah.
As long as you're like getting more power.
Your mind and magic become fused, and your body is just kind of superfluous at that point. I don't have anything else to draw, so I might just go back and clean some of these up.
I don't know if they're necessarily beholden to the Great Old One, but like the Great Old One's magic probably influences their ascension or descension. How you wish to view that.
But in D&D specifically, isn't it lore that like the first Lich received the secret from one of the betrayer gods, and then has basically polluted the process, so every Lich that comes after is less than them?
It's worse. I think I have heard that. Would a player Lich work better for a villain campaign with other evil-aligned player groups?
Not
I've done
necessarily,
that.
because, like, especially in Pathfinder, I think what we've kind of been skirting around is Lichdom is a tool, and somebody who does it is not necessarily evil. They're probably evil, but they don't have to be. Right?
I don't know. I think they have to be.
The way
Maybe
it's
not
done
evil,
in the
but
book,
definitely morally dubious.
you have to sacrifice life to become a Lich. Like,
Yeah.
that's the big part of it that I think makes it an evil act.
I thought the only thing you had to do, or the only sacrifice you had to make, was with regards to your own life.
I don't know. It used to be like, it used to have a physical number, like you have to sacrifice 50 innocents or something to do it, but that could have just been one instance of the process. That is the big problem, because like there's a few different things we're talking about. Like building a phylactery has a material components, and then the ritual has components, and then that builds a specific kind of Lich versus all the other different ways that people have done it.
Yeah.
Because if all we're really talking about is like granting yourself immortality, like, there's a bunch of different ways to look at that too, versus becoming a Lich specifically. So like choosing to become undead without sacrificing others is a different path. That could be the case.
Everything that I have seen about the process of becoming a Lich includes like the use of a very specific poison, and then you have to inter your own body under a specific set of magical runes or whatever, and your phylactery has to be present. The construction of the phylactery itself might have required the sacrifice of other of humanoid life. I'm not sure.
Taylor, I did not see your suggestion. I might have gotten it late. Can you reiterate, or should I go look at the... Did you put it on the suggestion, the viewer suggestion post? I might have missed it.
Oh, fuck off, AI.
I'll say this is probably going to be a pretty disappointing answer, but there's probably not a correct answer, because I'm fairly certain D&D has left it open-ended for the GM to decide on how it is.
Right.
I think for certain story liches, like Azarak or whatever his name is, his is definitely like sacrifice 1,000 people to like for his phylactery. So yeah, I do think like it really depends on. Oh, here it is. As a rule, all methods were for creating a phylactery. All methods were secret and dangerous rites involved costly and complex rituals, such as brewing and drinking a toxic mixture made from the blood of an innocent.
There you go.
Okay.
I do think the best thing to go about there is like, I like, and this is completely personal, right? This isn't actually in canonical form.
Yeah.
But for me, like, a lich is someone grabbing power. It's them wanting to have the power of the gods without it being bestowed on them. So if you were trying to be like a benevolent lich, I honestly feel like you would just become a demigod instead of a lich, because you do it the right way and you're not having to cut any corners. Whereas a lich is having to bind themselves in a certain way and has to have the phylactery because of the selfishness that they're trying to make it work. Versus someone who like ascends to a demigod because, like, if they're a paladin or something, right? Like they're not sacrificing anything except who they were to become this new entity. So I just feel like it's different. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah. One thing I like in Eberron, they have like two like categories of undead. You have like normal undead, which liches would fall under, and like they're like tied to like their plane of undeath, or the plane of the dead. And then there's the quote unquote undying, which are like tied to like the realm of life. So like there's a group of elves, and they're like governed and kind of worship like this group called the Undying Court. They're just essentially mummy elves.
Okay.
Who, when they're died, they're mummified, and they're like, or at the moment of their death, their soul is tied to the plane of life, and their body is then mummified to keep it preserved. And so they're just like, their soul's essentially now puppeting a mummy.
Oh, so like Sheikah in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I guess. But I thought that was an interesting thing, like the type. I know you're probably talking to the kid, but that sounded like you were mocking me, which felt really sad.
That was completely the kid. I didn't say anything. Maybe I said wah wah. I don't know.
You said blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I liked the distinction of like, depending on how the undeath comes about, is like kind of determines on like the energy that's being used to animate them.
I also am a big fan of like failed liches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same.
Failed lich is a fun concept where you just fight like damned souls that are like have lost their intelligence completely, right? Someone tricked them into attempting the process. Or like axiom knights that are essentially like undestroyable phylacteries, which are really fun to play with. Which is technically the lich playbook, but they're not in control of anything. They're almost Gollum-esque at that point. Kid, what are you doing? You just want to drink everything?
I am looking. It looks like there's a couple of published things that have quote unquote the secrets of undeath. In Curse of Strahd, there's a sarcophagus in the Amber Temple that teaches you how to become a lich. There's an entry for the Book of Vile Darkness. It says lichdom can be found on its pages, but I think traditionally you learn how to become a lich, and the steps are not published, but you learn how to become a lich by making a pact with Orcus or Vecna.
Good old Vecna. Scratch that. Good old Orcus. Doesn't get enough love.
Yeah. Don't go to Vecna. I'm pretty sure Vecna is the one who disseminated the rules for how to become a flawed lich, so that no one can ascend to greater heights than him. That sounds like a Vecna thing, right?
It if you just walk back here 2 seconds and live from now, we'll be really upset.
Well, sadly, Orcus is no longer in Pathfinder.
What happened to Orcus?
Yeah.
So, because Pathfinder's Orcus was just like a 1-to-1 copy of D&D's Orcus, they just like scrapped him.
Okay.
Because like even though Orcus is a real life deity of like the underworld, in D&D he's specifically like the god of undeath and everything like that, and he was the same thing in Pathfinder.
Who is it now?
I don't think they have several gods of undeath. I think they've mostly kind of shunted all of like his stuff to Urgathoa.
Okay, that makes sense. Nothics are freaky. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Are they failed liches?
I think so.
Nothics?
They're tortured souls that are basically cursed to hunt magic. And I think they're not so much failed liches, is that I think they're cultists who are tricked into thinking they're going to be liches, and then they're turned into Nothics.
They're definitely like magically consumed wizards of some nature.
I don't think so.
Watch my video.
One-eyed twisted aberrations that are extremely erratic and malevolent. Nothics are aberrant creatures variously said to have drifted into the material plane from the far realm, or have been created from wizards who, in their research of arcane secrets, stumbled across a curse left by Vecna. Okay.
The curse
No
later also
conclusive.
used by the Lich Acererak. If the latter was true, the Nothics retained no awareness of their former selves, but were nonetheless driven by half-remembered memories and desires they no longer understood.
Did you do a Nothic video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't remember.
I wonder where my artwork lands.
That's a good question.
Not on the top page. Can't find it at all.
No.
What the hell? Did my video get taken out? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, I don't get the art at all, even when I search your name. I get the video.
Maybe I didn't post it anywhere.
Whoopsie daisies.
Oh well. That's super weird. A whole bunch of my other art is coming up, and like I just can't even find the.
Yep. Me neither.
Oh my god, kid. Okay, I think I might have to call it here. He's just going.
You
Hyper.
did you spell it right?
Maybe not.
I found it.
Did you? Okay.
It's a 6-minute video.
Yeah, I found the video. I just can't find the
art.
artwork.
Oh. You may not have posted it.
I might not have posted it. Yeah.
In second edition Pathfinder, the prerequisites for taking the Lich dedication and therefore becoming a Lich, you must be an expert in crafting. You must be a living creature, so you can't be dead yet. You must have the ability to cast 6th level or higher spells from the spell slots. And you must have completed the ritual to become a Lich and crafted a soul cage.
Yep. They left it vague.
Yep.
Which I think is fine. Like, in a game where, like, GMs have kind of, like, final say, I think it's fine to leave certain things, like, open-ended like that. Like,
Yeah, agreed. Especially for something like a Lich where, I mean, Liches are big story points inevitably, right?
Mhm.
So, it makes sense that the authors would be like, you know what, we're gonna leave this open because it's going like for the story to happen. It basically needs we need to let the GM figure out how Lichdom works in their world. Otherwise, one, there's going to be too many Liches if we define everything, because people are going to figure out just like. You know, it's Pathfinder. People are going to going to min-max the shit out of everything.
Which 3.5 had a little bit of that problem.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that's why they didn't do it. 3.5, I think, had a more specific way to do it.
Yeah. So I think
there was like a potion, like a named like toxic potion.
Yeah.
That you had to make.
So it makes sense to me that they would leave it open so that people couldn't say, I need to do all of these things so that I can become a Lich and destroy everything in my path. And also to make sure that GMs could make it fit within their stories.
What I did for Kevin the Necromancer was I gave him a quest. He was an evil. This was an evil campaign. Then his deity was kind of an asshole to him. But I'm like, all right. If you do this XYZ thing, you can basically overthrow your deity and become him, and you'll become this arch lich. And that was his whole jam. He's like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna try to overthrow my god. And I was like, cool, go for it.
I like 2E's Dimuli chart.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's horrifying. A horde of lich.
Horde of liches?
Nope, just called a horde lich. At first glance, a horde lich looks like a skeleton packed with too many bones. In combat, its true purpose of these extra parts becomes clear as limbs peel off, expanding and reassembling another nimble skeleton form.
So it has skeletons inside of it?
Let's see. Let me see what it's. They carry like enough bones to create 3 servitor skeletons.
Okay.
And they can command them to attack.
I kind of dig that. Do they have to be human skeletons is the question.
Does not specify.
I've given this person a very tiny face.
It's a little bit tilted and squished too.
Yep, I'm leaning real bad. I just realized. Thank you. Are you drawing a knight? I'm drawing a halfling, not a halfling, a half elf with a halberd and curly hair. Those are my props. don't remember if it was a knight or a fighter.
Honestly, a fighter and a knight are basically the same thing. So
Yeah.
I'd argue a knight is just just a style of fighter.
I think knights. I like. Here's a weird thing.
Okay.
A knight is a fighter who has been given warlock powers by a king. So to me, that fits in both fighter, paladin, and warlock. Like, I think that's kind of interesting. Now, mind you, their magic power might just be like command. Give me your gold. You're under arrest.
You didn't pay your taxes.
Yep. She's my character 3 years and running. Nice.
That doesn't make you a orc. It just makes you an asshole. Do not assume the godhood. You're just dehydrated.
What is that from?
Oh god, hang on.
Have you guys watched Lower Decks?
Not in a while. I think I caught like 2 or 3 episodes, and then like I really liked it, but didn't have the streaming service it's on.
No, don't climb up there, please.
So I then watched a bunch of clips, like enough internet clips to get the gist of basically the entire season.
There's an ongoing joke about because there have been a few Star Trek episodes where like people ascend into a higher consciousness or state of being,
Right.
and the ongoing joke is that every time somebody like dies or sees beyond the veil by ascending, there's always this like 6-armed koala staring at them. What's the koala mean? And I love that idea of there just being this, and they never explain it. They never go into it. It's just
That's
this ongoing joke of the 6-armed astral koala. Did you see the koala? What are you talking about? Oh, no one told me it would hurt.
It's just a skittermander.
It is. It's just a skittermander.
Oh my god, it is.
But also, this isn't the original. I don't know where the sound bite comes from, but it's just a funny thing.
It just passes out. That's pretty good.
Out of my way, gay boy.
Very rude.
So I'm looking at it. They don't state it outright, but there is an implication in Pathfinder that demi-liches, that some of the magical gemstones encrusting their head are Aeon stones.
Oh,
The rune carved lich outright states that, which is the highest level lich, level 19, in the bestiary, that they outright like insert Aeon stones into their skulls.
that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
So they've got like 50 int.
Maybe that's why they float around. It's just the Aeon stones.
They're just,
Just levitating them.
they're just hijacking the floating potential of the stones.
Demi-liches also, I guess they're probably not all Aeon stones, because they demi-liches have a 1-action trap soul, which basically as a one action they can cast Bind Soul, or I think it was Magic Jar in D&D, where you take a soul and you trap it in a gemstone.
You show it in a box.
Wait, is that something you can use offensively? I've never thought about it like that.
Probably.
I don't think so, because I believe, at least in Pathfinder, it looks like Bind Soul could only be cast on a corpse. So it under normal circumstances, the spell has to be post-death, but the Demi-Lich can cast Bind Soul on a dying creature instead of a corpse. So kind of.
It sounds like they just
Interesting.
walk up and vacuum the soul out of your body. That would be rude. That would be very rude.
Let's see. Is it Magic Jar? Let's see.
Kit, you gotta calm it down, okay? I think I gotta call it here soon. He walks up, makes me open a can of coconut juice, coconut water, takes a tiny sip, walks away. I close it, put it on the desk, turn back to my sketch, and then he runs over and has me do it again. I didn't tell you to close the bottle. Just stand here and hold it for me. Ooh. Yeah, low dex is great. I'm
It's
sad
very
that they're not renewing it.
Shocker. Sorry.
Shocker? Why shocker?
So many places are just like streaming services are just not renewing their running TV shows.
Gotcha. I guess you can guess which company it is.
I mean, since it's Star Trek, probably Paramount.
It's Paramount. Yep.
Yeah, who are being run by two mega goonheads.
Which honestly makes the content of Lower Decks even funnier, because it is extremely painfully woke.
Probably why it's not being renewed.
Probably.
We don't like this idea of a hyper social.
They are also looking into buying Warner Brothers.
Oh, good.
Ugh.
And
What is the Star Trek universe? Is it a socialist?
the Utopia.
Yeah, it's
a
Socialist
utopia.
Utopia.
Yeah, social utopia. There was one episode which was really funny in the last season where they had to go down to a planet on I don't remember what they called it, but they basically, like, these people joined the Federation, so the Federation gave them replicator technology, and so the entire planet was like burning all of their money. And there was a collection of people that were like, no, we like money. And they just, like, it was really funny.
I mean, yeah.
That's all it takes.
It is all it
Straight up.
takes.
I think I found a new creature for you.
The Goblin Snake or the Goblin Hydra?
No. Oh, that's called a what was that called again? Hang on. So there's like a category of like goblin snakes.
Okay.
That's called a gob mob snake.
Gob Mob.
Yep. It has an ability called incessant yammering.
Kid. Oh my god.
But no, this is what else? Specifically aiming for druid.
You
Have
know you can't have
hobgoblin
that one.
scientists gone too far?
Yeah, you just bonked yourself with a bottle. Good job.
Ooh. Oh, I've looked at these. Yeah.
Should we go play some games? Oh, Do you like money because it's worth or because it gets you what you want to need? I mean, yes.
Dream spiders.
I want to not stress out about things for the rest of my life.
Money has become an unnecessary stressor.
Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it sure makes things a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
That's
having
why
money.
it can buy happiness.
Not having money can make you miserable. Having money can make you miserable too, but at least you have
Not
food.
having money will make you miserable. Because if you don't have any money, you don't have food or shelter, which makes you miserable. If your basic survival needs are not met, you will be miserable. That is just how it works.
I like the idea that Starfleet is, because like you don't get a paycheck, right? It's Starfleet, but Starfleet is just there for people who are bored and want to do stuff.
Yeah.
Join Starfleet. Travel the galaxy. It's like, yeah, all right. Or don't join Starfleet. Still travel the galaxy. It's like, neat.
You can travel the
it's
galaxy
sort
with
of
purpose, or you can travel the galaxy as a lazy ass who with no purpose. Let's be honest. People need purpose. Animals need purpose. It's called enrichment.
That's sort of like the ideal conclusion to like Marx's theories was like you would have everything like not taken care of by other people, but like all needs would be met, and you could just fill your life with whatever you wish to do, like hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do think there's I think the other side of that people, I'm not trying to make an argumentative point here. I just want to put that out right now. Like the thing that I see people push back against that is like, well, if that's what you want, everyone would just sit around and do drugs. It's like, maybe we should enrich the world in a way where that's not the best thing, right? Like reality TV show is essentially that same thing. Like, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that's what Victorian elites were doing, though. They were just sitting around doing copious amounts of heroin and opium.
So what they've actually done is they've just decided that they're going to gatekeep it, and only the super elite rich can do that now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like those super elite rich put their unqualified children in positions of power anyway. So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no argument against it
Yes, it is.
as far as I can tell.
I would love a Star Trek type utopia. It would be great.
Same.
You could just sit around and draw and make video games all day. No pressure. You don't have to. You don't have to finish on a deadline. It's just like, yeah, when it's ready, it's ready. It's great.
I'm gonna move, start a vineyard like Picard did.
Yeah. Now, mind you, Picard is kind of a rich asshole because he has land. He has a family farm, whereas other people might have to like petition for land. But
yeah, because I believe his family owned that vineyard before the Federation existed.
yeah, correct.
I mean, he is technically French, even though he speaks with an English accent.
They just got colonized again before the.
Yep.
Kid, stop.
Also, I love these ridiculous things.
Big old fat demon cats.
So that's a troll hound.
Okay. I'm telling you, you live long enough, you eventually boink everything.
I don't think they don't really boink them. They're just animals. Like they're just like weird bestial troll things.
Do they have regeneration?
Maybe. They do.
Here's my theory. Elves exist. Elves boink something, make troll. Trolls exist. Like, what if trolls are just elf goblins? That's all I'm saying.
Then you're just stealing the plot line of WoW.
Yes.
but reversing it.
I think trolls existed first, right?
Yep.
And then the elves became a thing.
Yeah, the first elves were the night elves, and then they evolved into the blood elves, or whatever. They're high elves, I guess is the correct term.
High elves, blood elves,
Yeah.
shadow elves. They're all there.
Apparently the genesis is the first troll hound is a result of a clash between a starving warg and an enraged forest troll.
Oh, so he bit the troll and its blood transformed him.
Yep. Though the warg was no match for the troll, it landed several bites before retreating into the nearby woods. The regenerative chunks of trollfish within the warg's bleeding maw infected the warg's body slowly and painfully, transforming it into the beast into the proto-troll hound, stripping it of its cunning and intelligence.
Just made it dumber.
Yeah, because wargs are hyper-intelligent creatures.
All right, I didn't know that.
I mean, not super hyper-intelligence, but like they have a +2 charisma and a -1 intelligence, so they're as smart as your average villager.
That's terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Why do goblins ride them?
I don't know if they ride them in 2E.
That
or
might be
in
a Tolkien
Pathfinder.
thing.
I could be wrong.
That might be a Tolkien.
Oh no. Orcs hunt in packs like wolves, but their penchant for taunting victims make them easily distinguished from their cousins. Orcs and hobgoblins frequently recruit wargs.
Ah.
Most wargs are amicable to this arrangement, but if the food should run out, wargs would just are more than willing to integrate the goblinoid flesh into their diet.
There you go. If you don't have to worry about having a job bleed your time, you can develop other areas. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. With that anti-capitalist commentary, I think we're done for the day. I'm going to go hang out with the kid. The kid just accidentally turned off the TV. No, he didn't. Dang it. I think we're done. We're done with TV for a little while, kid.
Go for a walk.
We're going to go for a walk. We're going to go play some games. We're going to play with some Play-Doh. We're going to work in the backyard. Maybe chop some wood. Make you feel worse. But that's what we got. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Thanks for the suggestions. Thanks for the cool conversation. The fun lich talk. Weird fish. It's a thing. We'll be back next week. I'll post another community post on Monday. I'll have that set up. Hopefully it'll post at like 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll go from there. Get some suggestions. Do it again next week. I have a commission I have to work on tonight that I'm going to try to finish up. And then next week I think I only have game stuff to do. So we can start back working on the game, which will be a lot of fun. I want to start working on sound effects and some of the other visual aspects of it that I need to like post up on Twitch, or not Twitch, but on Steam. So we'll see how that goes. The kid is just giving up on napping, so we'll do a lot more. I think Twitch streams of just hanging out, which things might or might not get done. What is that? It's like a fairy monkey?
It's called a skull snatcher.
Why is it looking a frog? That's an
I guess it snatched its skull.
Fair enough. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Corvus, Druid, thanks for hanging out today. Stay happy, stay healthy. Keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody next week. Bye.